All right, good afternoon and welcome to Student Memorial Field, where the Merrimack Boys Tomahawks Varsity Lacrosse team is welcoming the Bedford Bulldogs to town. My name is Justin Slez. I am the Assistant Media Services Coordinator. I'm also keeping an eye on the wind up here, up at the top of the press box. About 30-mile-an-hour gusts right now. We got some weights on our tent. Might have to hold it down as well. We got Grace LeMay back at the studio. She is running some replays for us for now. We do have a couple meetings going on tonight, so she'll be kind of checking in on those as well. We'll thank Grace for that. And, of course, we have the illustrious Chris Ortega down in the box, who will be calling the game today. Chris, how you doing today?
I'm doing great, Justin.
Perfect.
It's nice and warm here in the booth. No wind, no threat of rain, so all is good.
And I will do a little bit of a disclaimer here. I got the tent a little lower to kind of give us a little less chance of the pull-up from the wind. So if you see any bars there, my apologies. I'm going to try and keep the bars out of the shot. But I'm also trying to keep the tent on the press box here as well. So it's a fine balancing act here at Student Memorial Field. So I also haven't done my homework. I don't know if you have the win-loss record here for either of the teams. What are we looking at here today, Chris?
Yeah, no, we should have a fantastic match here today, Justin. So if you look at the table, the top 5 teams, Pinkerton is at the top. They've got a 10-3 record. But Bedford, the Bulldogs here, are tied for second with Bishop Girton with a 9-4 record. You then have Londonderry at 8-4 and Merrimack at 9-5. So the same number of wins, one difference in terms of losses. That top 5 is really, really tight. So this should be a really, really good match.
Oh, I'm definitely looking forward to it. I want to remind you at home, if you want a shout out, if you want to let us know what's going on, how you're watching, who you're rooting for, all that good stuff, you can head over to our Facebook page, facebook.com/MerrimackTV, or just search Merrimack TV on the Facebook app. Leave us a comment under the post about today's game versus the Bedford Bulldogs, and we will give you a shout out. We already got, this a very familiar name to our viewers, is Brian Gagnon. He says, "Let's go Tomahawks." So thank you, Brian. Anyone else wants to chime in, please leave a comment on that Facebook page, and we will try and get at you at some point during the game here. We got both teams out on the field. Probably doing some friendly handshakes, a couple friendly nods maybe.
I think we're getting it going, and it doesn't look like there's any pregame announcements or introduction of players. It looks like we're going to essentially do the fist bumps and get right into it.
Get rolling. That sounds good to me.
Yep. Which is good because I think the forecast said a little later, probably toward the end of the game, there's a chance of rain. So it would be nice if we can get this whole thing in before even though it's not a significant chance, it's probably like a 35% chance of rain. That's
yes.
Enough. Yeah.
And I put the tent up, so that's actually going to stay low. If I had not put the tent up, that percentage goes way up. So
there you go.
And we're off.
Yeah, we're off. Riccio with the ball. Passes off. Oh, maybe not. Now he passes off. Got an attack. Cutter. Ball deflected by the defense. Out of bounds. Actually, not the defense. It was deflected apparently by the Bulldogs. So it'll be Nathaniel Bergen bringing it in. Goes back to the goalkeeper. Mason Tremblay. And a steal. Got Brody Helton. Sends it in.
And I know I'm yapping a lot about the wind up here, Chris. I don't know if that really affects lacrosse. That ball is just so heavy.
The ball is heavy.
I don't know if it'll catch a little wind, though, depending on the gust.
Yeah, and probably not significant in that regard. Especially if they throw it on a line.
Right. Which a lot of sharp passes here by Bedford so far.
Yeah. All right. Bedford coming out from behind. I think that's number 3 from what I can tell. Tremblay with a great stop.
I have no idea how he got that one. I'm not even sure how the guy got the shot off there with 2 defenders on him like that.
I know.
Good effort by the Bulldogs.
All right, and here they go. They're going to start it from the keeper. Send it around. Colby Boyd to Jacoby de Jesus, or Jesus, depending upon how you pronounce
De
that.
Jesus, maybe.
That's probably what I would do. All right, around the back. It's Purnell. Sends it back to Purnell. Oh, Purnell and Purnell, brothers.
Here we go.
John and Luke behind the net there. I'm assuming.
If anyone wants to leave a comment on the Facebook page, let us know if our assumptions are correct. Want to let us know how to pronounce any names? We'd love to hear from you.
Oh,
And a nice try there.
that was dangerous. Missed opportunity. Tried to hit Evan Capello. All right, here comes Bedford. John Purnell again. Didn't even see that shot come out.
I was just about to say that. Yeah, I don't know if I blinked or what was going on here. Wow.
It looked like as part of his fake, he did it underhand. Purnell. The defense holding tight here.
Yeah, defense is holding tight, and that offense from the Bulldogs is absolutely relentless right now.
They are really attacking hard. Okay, ball in. Good D. Heck of a
There
shot.
it is. Wow.
There.
Got a little air before he let loose.
He sure did. He sure did. That was Bennett Matthews. He's a junior midfielder who just took that line drive shot. Tremblay, I'm not even sure he saw it. Certainly didn't have a chance at it. So that puts the Bulldogs up 1-0 with 3 minutes into the quarter, 9 to go. And we'll have another face-off. Ball contested, going to be won by Merrimack.
I think all four of those guys didn't realize that ball had popped out.
Yeah. Henry Tobin.
Oof.
Has help now. Caden Dine with the ball. Back to Tobin. Tobin, easy dump to Anderson. Anderson looking for room. Up. Dropped the ball in the process. Picked up by the Bedford long stick. Boyd, who gets tied up. Loses the ball. And we have a shot.
Wow.
Saved. That shot by Giles, saved by the keeper.
All business on that one.
Oof, yeah. The pace of this game is the fastest at least for the games that I've been to, Justin, seems to be the most aggressive on both sides.
Yes, I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
And certainly aggressive by Merrimack, just kind of wanting to get it out there as Bedford. I know we're short into this game, but they've seemed to have pretty good control over the possession of this ball. So Merrimack just trying to get it in there when they have the chance.
Absolutely. Oh,
and
that was
really nice dump pass there.
Really nice.
Right over.
Yeah, that was Brody Helton into John Purnell, who just was right in front and was able to receive that pass and flick it into the net.
Yeah, kind of just scoop it right over the top of the keeper there.
Yeah, well executed. So that takes us now to 2-0 Bulldogs with 7:21 left in the quarter. I think it's just a matter of Merrimack connecting. I mean, clearly to this point, the possession has been largely Bedford's. Although Merrimack has had a chance or two, it's going to be up to Merrimack to make a few more chances for themselves.
Yeah, and they're going to definitely need to win a couple of these, what are they called?
In this case, it's a face-off.
Face-off.
Boys, it's a face-off, draw control for the girls.
Okay.
Because, of course, it has to be different.
Yep. Because the same sport
Same
has to be
sport.
so very different for for the boys and girls teams for some reason.
Exactly. All right, here comes Merrimack. That's Nathaniel Bergen playing it up from the midfield. The ball makes its way behind the net. Gabe Gorman. Out to Anderson. Pitches off to Giles. To Tobin. Here comes Tobin. He's on a horse. Behind the net to Connolly. And a shot by Russo Hudson goes wide. Merrimack will retain possession.
Yep, looking for like a little bouncer there, I think, but
Yep.
not quite there.
Gorman will play it out, gets a pick, drops the ball. Have some stick checking going on, and the ball is turned over. Bulldogs will take it out. Let's see what we get here. He's gazelling, as we say.
Certainly is.
Bounce pass. Makes it up to Evan Capello. Out to the side. Pass broken up by Merrimack. And we have a gazelle in the other direction.
There we go.
And even more gazelle.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Nate Bergen turning on the Jets. All right. Out to Giles. Over to Russo Hudson. Coming down the left side. Does a little fake. Turns, spins. Gets a really good stick check to give up the ball. A long pass. Goes out of bounds. So Bedford gives it up there. And Merrimack's long stick will take it out. So that ball goes from Vitry over to Gavin Hickey. Keeps the ball in the stick. Gets it over to Hudson. Merrimack sets up. Caden Dine back to Hudson. Hudson's looking, shoots, line drive shot, goes wide. Merrimack retains possession. Bring it out from behind.
Yeah, nice looking shot. I was going to say I wasn't not really seeing any cutters, but
no
need when he's shooting like that.
No. So far, all of Merrimack's chances have been those outside shots. Oh, there's one.
There we go.
Henry Tobin takes it in.
Merrimack's on the board.
To the near circle, yep. We get on the board 2-1 with 4 minutes in the quarter left to play. All right, as promised, this is going to be a game.
It certainly is.
We've got here on the face-off. We've got Caden Dine for the Tomahawks. Can't make out the number of the Bedford player. That was Dylan Riccio.
Bedford coming up with the face-off once again.
Yeah. Oh, nice little give and go. Keeps the ball around the back. Looks
wow,
top
nice
of the
pass.
Circle. That's Evan Capello trying to make it in. Dumps it off. Another quick pass. Can't be handled. Got a size mismatch here. That pays off for the Tomahawks.
Yeah, the crowd's loving that one.
Colby Smith able to take it from John Purnell.
Wow, nice snag out of there by the Bulldogs.
But gives it up, yeah. And a little dump off to Purnell. Across, shot wide. And the other Purnell, number 3, Luke Purnell, will bring it in. Bedford passes, bouncing pass on the ground, out of bounds. Merrimack ball. Dietrich. Nate Bergen's going to carry it up. And he gets over midfield into the attacking zone, dumps it off. And now we have Merrimack on the attack. A little bit of a wild pass there, fielded by Hudson. Got a shot.
Wow.
Shot by Tobin again. Saved. And we've got a runner. I think that's Bennett Matthews, maybe? Number 13, if I have that correct. Ball went behind the...
Yeah, the contrast on the numbers is a little weird for the Bedford team here.
Yeah, the red on black is not as good as the blue on white, but still better than blue on black.
I totally agree. Lest we forget.
Lest we forget. Until next soccer season.
Yes.
All right, Bedford probing. Takes an outside shot. Saved by Tremblay. Saw that net ripple, but it was just the fact that the body had hit it, not the ball. So that was good.
Tremblay just tossing it right back to Bedford. Not intentionally, obviously, but
yeah,
not really. Not a good clean pass that time, unfortunately. And Bedford's right back at it here.
There we go. Another shot. Be retained by Bedford. Down to 1.5 minutes in the quarter.
It was a pretty quick quarter so far, not to jinx it or anything.
Yeah, there haven't been a lot of stoppages, so it's a good thing.
Yeah, both teams playing very aggressive this entire first quarter here.
Nice. Merrimack breaks up a pass. And we've got a long pass across field. Makes it.
Ooh.
Tremblay somehow.
Oh my
saving.
Goodness. I don't believe it.
Incredible.
Yes.
Incredible.
The wall.
All right, let's see. A little bit of a wild outlet pass there. It's going to turn over out of bounds.
Yeah, just another missed pass there by Tremblay, unfortunately.
Those are the sorts of things that start to add up, right? If you don't have the ball, you can't score, and the other team can. And so the more you give the ball up, the more you give the other team a chance. And so it's pretty much the same in every sport.
Try and be a little sharper on those passes, hopefully.
Yep. It was a good pass across. Low shot, wide. That was Dylan Riccio taking the shot, I think. All right, it's being brought in. John Purnell passes it back to his brother Luke from behind the goal. Sends it out top. It's coming in. And that one from above the circle finds the net just over Tremblay's shoulder.
Yeah, with just 18 seconds on the clock here.
Yeah, there was almost no
bit
time
of a bummer.
left. And that was, I believe, number 13 coming off who scored that goal, Bennett Matthews, junior midfielder. So yeah, 18 and a fraction of a seconds left to play.
See if either team can get a shot off here. Bedford Bulldogs might be the beneficiary.
Yeah, Bedford comes up with it. They've got 10 seconds.
Plenty of time to set something up here. Not too much, but
10 seconds is a long time.
Oh, wow.
Another save. Merrimack's long stick has it. Just going to run it to the corner just to protect that ball. So at the end of one quarter, we have Merrimack 1, the Guest Bulldogs 3.
Yes. I'm going to take just 1 second to come grab my jacket. Or no, I already have it up here. Oh, you know what? I already have it up here.
There are gloves down here if you would like
Yes,
those.
I got gloves up here too as well.
Oh, okay.
Really using way more than just 10% of my brain today.
You're gonna be tired tonight.
Yeah, I certainly will. And if you want to use 10% of your brain, you can always check out the Merrimack TV app, which is free to download anywhere on the app stores. You can get Merrimack TV, check out these live varsity sports, concerts, meetings, all kinds of events on demand anytime, anywhere you got internet. Merrimack TV has got you entertained and informed. So let's see. I don't have any of my station ID reads up here, so if you can't tell, I'm trying to go off the cuff.
Well done.
But yeah, well done. Very, very generous, Chris. I appreciate that.
I love that Merrimack TV app, though.
Yes,
it's awesome.
It's great. Free app. Don't need a username. Don't need a password. Download it. It's ready to go. Just start watching. And of course, we've got the school board meeting tonight at 6 p.m. So you can always check that out on the Merrimack TV app. We got Grace here is trying to communicate something here.
I've got the app on my phone, my Roku, and my computer. 3 places where I watch Merrimack TV.
Nice.
All right. Bedford taking the field before Merrimack. We're going to switch directions. The Tomahawks will be going left to right. Bulldogs right to left.
And I don't know that really any adjustments need to be made here from either team. I'd just a little more oomph during the face-offs here to maybe get Merrimack in possession right off the top. And that's really, they've both been very aggressive. Defenses and offenses have been great.
Yeah,
so
I would agree with that. If I'm Coach Miller, I think there's 2 things, right? One is winning more of the face-offs and possessing the ball a little bit more, right? Creating turnovers and keeping the ball when we have it. But otherwise, it's a great game.
No, did that go in or is that out?
No, that's way out.
Okay.
That's why you didn't see it. It was far to the left.
I see. Okay, good.
So Bedford's going to bring it in from behind. This is John Purnell. Comes around, dump pass, sort of drops to the ground. I think that's Brody Helton with the ball being defended by Bergen. Takes a shot, goes out of bounds. Bedford will keep it. And here they come. Ball out. Behind the net again. Oh, he's running. He's looking. And finds it.
Somehow gets it in there. Wow.
Yeah, not much of an angle. He put it right over the right shoulder of Tremblay, who seemed to be right on the post, but clearly put it right in the, threaded that needle right over his right shoulder to take the Bulldogs to 4. So we now have a 4-1 score.
Yeah, less than a minute here into the second quarter.
Yeah.
Merrimack's going to have to kick up the game here.
Yep. It doesn't happen if they win the draw control. Here we go. Or not draw control, face-off.
Gotcha.
Forgot. Boys, girls. All right, here we go. Brody Helton. Back to Bennett Matthews. Back to Helton. Behind the net. Purnell. Another shot.
No way. Wow.
Another shot from the outside, the opposite side.
Another crazy angle on that as well.
Yeah, that was John Purnell put that one in. He's a sophomore. Great shot. 5-1 now.
Yep.
I don't know. A little bit of momentum here for Bedford.
Absolutely.
Coach Miller might want to, at some point, consider breaking that momentum with a timeout and just reset the team. But we'll see. Here's the face-off.
Yep.
A little behind the back pass. Ball makes it down. It's behind the goal again. Tomahawk defense really needs to step up and create a turnover here. All right. That's Bennett Matthews. Sends it in.
Wow.
Tremblay takes it. Good out. Merrimack moving the ball up. Oh, errant pass. Again, these turnovers. Here it comes.
Yeah, really haunting the Tomahawks now, all these turnovers. Like you said, it just starts to...
Great save by Tremblay. Ball bounces out. Ref whistles it dead.
Like you said, just starts to add up here, those turnovers.
It does, Justin. It really does. And hopefully, the Tomahawks can adjust and connect more of those passes. You work so hard, right, to gain the ball back like this one.
Right.
And then, to give it away so quickly, right, just puts you back on your heels again.
Yeah, not only in the game, but mentally it's just not, wouldn't say it's very helpful, unfortunately.
No, that's a great point, too. It both mentally and also physically. So here comes that timeout we talked about.
Yep. Well placed, I would say.
Yeah, I think it was a smart call. What I was going to say was that in addition, it's far harder to work on defense and protect and cause those turnovers. And so when you're on your heels like that, that also wears you down more over time. You add to that what you said, which was the morale, right, mental fatigue, right, that it causes.
Right.
Those things all start to contribute, right, and as the game wears on, they continue to take a toll. So hopefully he's, conveying, Coach Miller's conveying to the team, what he's seeing, and if it's the same thing we are, just own the ball, concentrate, right, don't try to force things that aren't there. Make sure that we keep the ball.
Yeah, and the Tomahawks, they've been pretty good at once they're in the Bulldogs and what do you want to call it, end zone, on their side of the field, they're pretty good about letting things kind of get set up and get going here. But outside of that, it's just a matter of getting it down there without the turnovers at this point.
Yeah, agreed. Okay, we're coming out of the timeout now. We'll see if this had an effect. I believe it will be Bulldogs ball behind the goal, if I'm not mistaken, but we'll see. All right, it's Bennett Matthews behind to Purnell, out to Purnell again.
Wow.
The other Purnell. Tremblay, it's a beautiful save again. And he sends a long ball that gets broken up by Bedford. It's loose. Still in contention. Grabbed by the Bedford long stick. Plays it up. Bennett Matthews sends it in right in front of the goal.
Man.
To number 2, Evan Capello, who just easily finishes that. He was unmarked, unguarded, right in front of Tremblay. Tremblay didn't have a chance when he turned it.
Yeah, and Tremblay definitely could see a little frustration going on his end there.
Yeah. And that takes us now to 6-1. Bulldogs over Tomahawks. All right, we have a fight over the face-off. It's now owned by Caden Dine. Sends a ball out.
Another errant pass here.
Yeah, errant pass, but recovered by Gavin Hickey, who sends it over to Connolly. Connolly's waiting for his offense to set up. Back behind to Gabe Gorman. Gazelles to the right. Sends it off to Sean Anderson, who's coming around. Stops behind. Looking. We're going to send it up and around. Ball makes it back to Russo Hudson. Over to Tobin. Tobin looking, see what he can get. Gives it to Anderson.
Tomahawk's not seeing anything.
To
Nowhere to
Giles.
go here.
No. Well, they seem to be looking for an, sends the outside shot at the feet of the keeper, Will Frangillo.
It's got to be the shoes.
Yeah. What I was going to say, though, Justin, was Merrimack seems, and another goal.
No hesitation there by the Bulldogs. Just as soon as they got the shot there, they are sending it in, and 7-1 here.
Now we're at 7-1. Not at all the game I was expecting from the Tomahawks today. What I was going to say was that, the Tomahawks weren't seeing anything, but they seemed only to be looking for openings for that outside shot for the person on the perimeter to sort of attack. Like there were no runners or cutters in the middle across the a goal.
And Chris, I don't know if you saw, that's got the top of that stick just broke
stick.
right off there.
Yeah.
So
I'm sure his folks are thrilled.
Yeah.
Time for another stick.
Yep.
As someone who's purchased plenty of those sticks over the years.
I can't imagine they're very cheap.
They're not cheap.
I was never a lacrosse guy.
I don't recall anymore what they cost, but it wasn't cheap. I know they were more expensive sports, but
nice save by Tremblay.
Yeah, Tremblay, great save. He's got the ball.
Yeah, Chris, I played soccer. I needed some shin guards, cleats, and a soccer ball.
I'm with you.
Yep.
Same thing.
So that wasn't too bad.
Yeah. Hockey is far worse, right? Football.
Yes.
There's some more expensive ones, but certainly a lacrosse stick, not cheap.
My stepson played hockey, and that is just very expensive go around just to get your foot in the door there.
Yep.
Unless you can find some cheap stuff.
Absolutely. What's the name of the store? Play It Again Sports.
Yes,
this is not an advertisement.
This is not an ad.
It's a wonderful place to get used equipment.
Yep.
All right, Bedford attacking again. This is Brody Helton. Comes across, dumps it. Unable to field it was Capello. Capello, however, recovers, heads to goal, and decides to finish it.
There's no way that went. Did that go in?
And he did.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know how they're making these shots. It's such a. I guess they have a little better angle than what I'm seeing up here, but still, it's like just such a narrow.
It's a narrow angle. They're hitting it though. They're shooting well.
And here we are, 8-1. Bedford Bulldogs on top. Still have 5.5 minutes here in the second quarter. Wind is staying strong. You can see those jerseys blowing.
The jerseys are blowing. If you'll look at the flag near the scoreboard, it hasn't stopped blowing away from us.
Old Glory.
There we go. All right. Merrimack's long stick. Charette has the ball, sends it back to Colby Smith, who sends it over to Gavin Hickey, who's carrying it up, getting molested, but makes it all the way up to Peyton Connolly, who now starts the offense.
And let's see if I still just haven't really seen any cutters. Where they're just looking for that outside shot still.
Yeah, we'll see.
Which really worked for them. What game was that?
Sends it across, couldn't be held. I'm trying to remember. So Bedford on the counterattack had the long stick take a shot that Tremblay was able to field. I can't remember which game it was.
One of those games, it felt like it was a lot of outside shots, and it was really working for them.
And it may be the nature of, the quality of a defense, right? Where perhaps a team with a less strong defense, right? Those sort of opportunities open up more than they do in a game like this, where Bedford's one of the top-ranked teams in the division. All right, across, another shot saved by Tremblay.
Great save by Tremblay.
Upper left corner, Tremblay just got a stick on it, bounced it out. All right, ball is free. Bulldogs going to attack again. 4 minutes left in the half. Errant pass. Nice save just before going out of bounds. All right, check there that popped the ball out. Merrimack retained possession. And the ball makes its way up. Bergen in the midfield. Gazelling coming across. Did that just for his dad.
Dan Bergen, of course, absent today. I think we had a little mix-up on the scheduling.
Yeah,
but coining that phrase for Merrimack TV Sports, I'm not sure he coined the phrase gazelling specifically, but certainly the first time we've heard it here on Merrimack TV.
For sure. All right. Hudson. Off to Giles. Back to Hudson. Being locked up there. Has to pass it off to Tobin. Tobin looking to go. No, cuts back. Decides to take that shot. Probably would have been wide, but the keeper got a stick on it regardless. And now we've got a battle in the midfield. Bennett Matthews making his way, taking some heat, gets it across. Here comes Bedford with a really high shot from Brody Helton. But Bedford closest to where the ball went out, so they get to bring it back in. Another shot goes wide, and like Groundhog Day, we start all over again.
Back at it again.
Blocked by the defense there. We got some checking going on. Got Kayot giving a little trouble there. Oh,
and Bedford's loved that angle, but
ball pops up. Players seem to have lost it. And Kayot brings it up, passes it off. It's going to be grabbed by Charette, who gets knocked to the ground. Saves it, passes off to Bergen. Bergen to Connolly behind the net. Gorman coming around. Ball to Hudson. To Dine. Dine's got help from Tobin. He wants it. He's looking. Here we go. Anderson out.
Oh,
to Dine.
Close.
And that's the stuff that's just going to kill them, unfortunately. I want to see them do well, but it's going to be hard if they're
just making it hard for themselves, Chris, you know?
That's a better way of putting it. I was looking for the right words. Thank you, Justin. It's hard enough. Don't make it harder for yourself.
We got a timeout here.
Yeah.
51 seconds to go here in the first half, and this has been an ugly quarter for the Merrimack Tomahawks.
Yeah. It has not been what they wanted. I think, what were we at, 3-1 coming out of the first? I can't recall.
I believe
exactly.
something like that.
Yeah, it was relatively close.
Yeah, they had scored just before the end of that half there, 18 seconds left, 3-1.
But now we've had 5 unanswered goals from the Bulldogs, and it seems perhaps to have also gotten into the heads of the Tomahawk players.
Yeah, and another, I never played lacrosse, so I was not trying to be nitpicky, but the Tomahawks they seem like they can get a shot off, and then Bedford's all over the ball, and they're heading back down the field. Whereas Bedford, they can get multiple shots off, and they keep picking it back up. So
yeah,
they got to keep possession of that ball. If they're missing the shot, hopefully they can try and pick it up and get another one in there instead of turning it right back over. But that's been a little bit of an issue a couple times.
It has been.
So
it has been.
But Bedford just a dominant performance today so far.
And that's the key to getting the ball after the missed shot, is having that player who is on that end line or closest to that end line when the ball goes out. If your attacking team has a player there, you're going to get that ball back, even if you shot it wide or the ball didn't go in the net.
Yep.
So Bedford's done a great job of that, being behind the net. Hopefully Merrimack, when they attack, can retain more of those possessions as well.
Well, let's see if they got some inspiring words from Coach there, though he's probably saving some extra ones for 51
halftime?
seconds from now.
I'm sure he'll find the words regardless. Okay, here comes Merrimack. On the attack, we've got under a minute in the half. Gorman out to the side. Passes up. I think that's Giles. He's got some high pressure. Bedford's not afraid to come out and attack him high. So Gorman again behind. Brings it up. Yeah, they're not going to give him the easy pass. Hudson had to go almost to midfield to get open for that pass. Nice pass over, and a shot.
Oh. Man, just off.
Just wide. That was Peyton Connolly with that outside shot at the last second. If not for a matter of a few inches, that could have been a goal. So that takes us now to halftime with the score 8-1. Bulldogs leading the Tomahawks. We'll have about a 10-minute break before the teams take the field again. They'll go to opposite sides where I'm sure the Bulldogs will be told to keep doing what they're doing, not really change things, and Merrimack will probably have quite a few things to talk about.
Let's see. Speaking of things to talk about, I'm trying to pull up a couple things here for our viewers. So I'm sure anyone watching live is going to stick around and listen to me yap about Merrimack TV. Let me just double check a couple things here before I go spouting off. Alrighty. Okay. All right, anyway, so if you're enjoying today's game on Merrimack TV, you can always find out more about Merrimack TV by emailing myself, Justin Slez, or Nicholas LaValle, who is the Media Services Coordinator for Merrimack TV. Email us at merrmacktv@merrimacknh.gov. Any kind of questions, comments, thoughts, recipes, we'd love to hear from you. We've got a lot of good stuff going on at Merrimack TV. Got the community TV studio upstairs as well, in case you haven't been up there. If you're ever up for a meeting, school board, town council, you have a peek in the back of the room. There's a window back there. And you might see myself or Grace or Nick behind the window there running the cameras and making sure everything's going as smoothly as possible production-wise for the meeting itself. And just behind there, we have a community TV studio. So if you got the Merrimack TV app, we've got all kinds of community TV shows recorded right there in that room. That could be you. Any Merrimack resident is free to use that room, free to use that production equipment, and of course, staff is there to help make that happen. So we get a lot of talk shows there. So Chris, I'm sure you watch all the talk shows from Merrimack TV, so you know all about it. But talk show popular format, it's not just talk shows. I know I have Mike Lochi scheduled for next week. He does a music show. I'm looking forward to having him back in. I think both of us have had kind of a busy lead up to spring here, so we haven't been able to have him back in, but he'll have a new show here coming up pretty soon. But like I said, a lot of talk show stuff, pretty easy. Grab a guest or two, bring them in, bring a thumb drive, and at the end of your show, that show's ready for you to put wherever you like, whether it's on Facebook or wherever you like to put it out on social media. The only thing we ask is that we get to put it on Merrimack TV. So be happy to have you in. Just like I said, email us at merrimackTV@merrimacknh.gov. Let's see. Like I said, we get the school board meeting tonight at 6 p.m. That'll be on the Education in HD channel if you're interested in that. It'll be in the Matthew Thornton room if you want to come down for public comment. I'm sure they'd love to have you. Planning board tomorrow evening, 6:30. I haven't looked at the agenda yet, so I can't give you a sneak peek, but that is online if you want to check that out, and library trustees as well. And Chris, guess what?
What's that?
Wednesday, lacrosse, boys lacrosse, Salem is in town, 4:30. Are they? I thought someone said something about senior night earlier.
It is senior night.
I don't have that in my schedule as senior night.
It is senior night. So Merrimack is almost completely through their schedule. They have 2 more games. They've got the game against Salem here on, as you said, Wednesday night. It's senior night because their final game is on the 28th, essentially a week later, away against Memorial. So that's it for Merrimack. So they've got essentially a relatively easy end of the schedule. Bedford has actually 4 games left on their schedule, and 2 of them. One is against Pinkerton and one is against Londonderry. So, the number 1 and the number 4 team that are essentially, very close in terms of record with them. So, Wednesday night here at Merrimack High School, senior night against Salem.
Yeah, and we're going to have, I believe, Chris, it's going to be you and our student commentator, Lucas Goldberg, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm looking forward to that.
So, yeah, Lucas, I haven't heard too much from him this season yet, but we're happy to have him. So, Chris and Lucas on the mic. I'll probably be up top here again. I haven't even looked at the weather yet. I don't even want to see the weather at all, maybe until day of. I really do want to remind people that the Public Works facilities will be closed on that Wednesday. It is Public Works Week, so they're doing kind of staff training stuff, some appreciation stuff on Wednesday, May 21st. So if you're showing up with your garbage at the transfer station, don't. That's Wednesday the 21st. They'll be closed. And we have, of course, the town council meeting on Thursday, and that is live on Merrimack TV. And what is not live but will be recorded by Merrimack TV staff is the MHS Spring Concert. So that is at 7 p.m. In the gym at the high school. So pretty sure that's open door policy. So anyone that wants to come down and see the concert live, more than welcome to do that. It is always an excellent event. Brendan McWalter and RJ Beck do an excellent job with the kids. Instruments, voices, all the good things. And it's great to see a lot of the kids. They're not just playing instruments. They're showing up. They're running wires and setting up some speaker stuff too, and just making sure everything's going smoothly. So if you're interested in seeing that, if you can't make that 7 p.m., we are recording it, and that should be up by the following week, but I don't want to put any kind of timeline on it yet. But usually production smooth enough that we would see that by next week. And then, of course, also, I'm looking at Thursday here. Oh, I'm sorry. No, this is Friday. Friday is girls lacrosse.
I will be here.
Chris is here. Oh, and it looks like Lucas again. Let's see. Chris and Lucas again for the rest of the week by the looks of it, if I'm not mistaken. Spalding will be in town, and there's also Morgan's Message, so tune in for that. I believe that's just a mental health for kids in sports kind of awareness thing they're going to be doing.
Great.
I'm sorry to be so rough around the edges with my descriptions here, but that's what I got off the top of my head here. So you can tune in. That is I got a 4 o'clock time frame for around when they're going to start that. The game is set to start at 4:30 itself, and a little bit beforehand. Town Hall will be closed, of course, for Memorial Day. Chris, you got any Memorial Day plans?
I don't, Justin, but that's quite all right. I've been quite busy traveling lately, and so having a long weekend at home is actually quite nice.
I'm looking forward to it myself. Honestly, I believe I've worked Memorial Day out at the beach. I don't just work here at Merrimack TV, but my my dad and stepmom have had a place out on Seabrook Beach that I've been at on Memorial Day weekends for the last 15 years, I think.
Wonderful.
They recently closed, so I won't be there this year, so I'll have to find something else to do. Maybe I'll cook up some lobster rolls somewhere else this year.
I'll be over.
Okay, I'll let you know, Chris. You'll be the first on my list. We still got another minute and a half here, so I'm gonna go down the list. I'm gonna continue to go down the list because this is a little bit of a surprise here. I don't know if I've ever seen this in May, but the budget committee is meeting. The school budget committee is meeting at 7 p.m. On May 27th. That's a Tuesday. We'll of course be covering that. So if you don't want to come down and enjoy all that in person, you can just catch it live on Merrimack TV or catch the replay from the Merrimack TV app. So budget committee, they'll be in the Matthew Thornton room. They actually made the big move to the Matthew Thornton room this past year. We were happy to have them setting up in the cafeteria. Just not really ideal production-wise, not just setup, but production. It just doesn't look quite the same when you're not in a professionally lit room. Yep. So anyway, enough of that yapping. Sure, we've all heard enough. If you're watching on the Merrimack TV app, you've probably already skipped by all this stuff, and we're going to get ready for the third quarter here and see if Merrimack's got something up their sleeve. They're going to need some possession of that ball, Chris, I think.
I certainly hope so. Both for the team. I'm obviously a Merrimack fan. I want them to do well, but we also want a game. Right now, we've got a 7-point deficit with only 1 point on the scoreboard, and so not only for the guys who are out on the field and the Merrimack fans, I think just generally we'll have a better game if we can change things up here a little and make this closer.
Yes.
So as Bedford attacks, we'll see what the defense can do, hopefully cause some turnovers here. Got Purnell passing out. Defended by the long stick. Ball out to the side. That's that dangerous side angle Bedford's been attacking.
Yeah, they love that angle.
And here we go. Have Merrimack. Oh, looks like we got another broken stick.
Wow, that's going to be an expensive game today.
Just leaving the trash on the field right
yep.
now. All right, here comes Merrimack. Stick check, effective stick check. Another one. Ball's up. Another winner.
Oh, that long stick, not very maneuverable in traffic.
No, not in traffic, no. So we got Giles over to Hudson. Tobin. All right, Merrimack looking for their chance here. Goes across to Giles. Out to the side. Nice move. Took a shot. Maybe not quite enough on it. Hudson did. Got saved easily. So here comes the Bulldogs. This is Bennett Matthews. And double and triple teamed there. Ball makes it around to Purnell. Bulldogs start up high. Shot taken by Riccio and saved. Oh, and the outlet pass picked up by the Bulldogs.
Man, so frustrating for the Tomahawks here. And Tremblay somehow.
Tremblay is
blocking that shot. Unreal.
Even with an 8-1 score, he's having a game for himself.
Agreed.
Outside shot.
Oh, man.
Low.
And just didn't feel like quite enough mustard again for some reason. Although I'm sure it's going in there way faster than I'd like to be.
Yep.
Put myself in front of, most certainly.
Here come the Bulldogs again. Lob pass Dylan Riccio just came on as a sub. I don't know that anyone knew he was there. Low pass to John Purnell, who puts it away past Tremblay. Take the score to 9-1. So now we've got an 8-point deficit that Merrimack has to overcome.
Yeah, that's kind of a big hill to climb. Plenty of time left here, obviously, but going to have to see a little more out of the Tomahawks to before you start cutting into that deficit.
Plenty more time, but we've also got that 10-point rule that could take effect here too, which
that could put a damper on the situation.
Time. Yeah. All right.
And Bulldogs back with the ball.
Yeah.
Just relentless today.
Defense is earning their keep today.
They certainly are.
All right, so we've got Bennett Matthews. Takes a shot. He found the upper left corner.
I don't even know how you could even do that.
I mean, it was the absolute corner. It was upper, left. He just nailed that shot. It was a beautiful shot.
Well, if you're out there, you want to shout out, you want to give a shout out, let us know who you're rooting for, how you're watching, whether you're a Bulldogs fan, whether you're a Tomahawks fan, let us know. We would love to hear from you. Love to give you a shout out. Go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/Merrimack TV, or search Merrimack TV on Facebook. Leave a comment under the post about today's game. And we'll get at you for the end of this one.
Giles taking it up. He's got help here from Tobin. Tobin makes a move. Doesn't quite have it. Passes off to Anderson. Back to Hudson. Hudson makes it through. Bounces one into the goal. And after almost a full, half a game, Merrimack comes and gets their second goal. So now we have a 10-2 game.
Let's see if that gives a Tomahawks a little spark here.
I think it ought to, Justin. It really ought to. I mean, they proved to themselves right there that they can do it. Hopefully they just connect all the pieces and continue to do that.
And that one missing piece still there is Bedford coming up with these face-offs. Oh, my goodness.
Ball is
who even knows? That's in several different dimensions by the looks of it.
Hotly contested. Great defense for that ball not to have found its way in on that melee.
Agreed.
All right.
Wow.
Another one.
Getting bonked on that one.
Yeah.
That's got to be so jarring, I can't even imagine.
Yeah, I don't know how anyone signs up to be a goalkeeper in this.
I always imagine it like short straws.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I know there's some people out there that thrive in that position. And Trembling, just not feeling it today, unfortunately.
No.
He's had some great saves.
Well,
but
yeah.
Bedford Bulldogs just relentless.
Well,
can only stop so many.
And in that case, Luke Purnell, number 3 for the Bulldogs, was right next to the goal, unguarded. Right, Tremblay was the only man between him and the goal, and he did what he could to hold him off, but could not. So that takes us now to 11-2. And Tomahawks have Hudson on the face-off, who will. I almost called it too soon there. Seemed too easy.
Is it still too soon?
Okay.
All right.
We've got a penalty. Might have tried a little too hard to win that ball back.
The old choppy chop.
Yeah.
think that's the official term.
Well, it looks like Finn LaMarche came out to serve the penalty here.
So Tomahawk's beneficiary of this penalty.
Indeed.
See if they can do something else with it.
Yeah, we've got a couple of minutes with a man advantage, so. Ball makes it around. Giles. Got some low shot.
Yeah, there we go. There's
from
the old
Hudson.
musted there.
Saved. Riccio. Gets past Gorman.
Wow, just dancing on that line.
Well, he danced, but not enough to stay in bounds. He got just pushed over that line. And Merrimack coming back strong. Giles carried that ball up quickly. Back to Tobin. A little bit of a sloppy pass out to Hudson. In to Giles. Out to Tobin again. Tobin looking. Not really seeing a crack in the armor yet. Shot from outside. Goes wide. Gorman was there, so he will bring it in. This is what they have to just keep doing. Take their shots, but make sure that they get that second chance.
Yes, yep.
Shot saved. It's going to be played out short to the long stick. And gazelling.
Yes,
again.
I was reading my mind up here, Chris.
It's a beautiful word for it.
It really is.
It conveys exactly what happens. All right, we've got Nate Bergen carrying up. Passes off to...
Tries to pass off here.
Yeah, Charette thought he had it in the stick. Went to pass it, but it wasn't there. It was behind him.
I think we've all been there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And so now we have the Bulldogs setting up an offense behind. And around. Being patient. They can afford to be.
And they certainly can.
Ball passed off. Oh, nice turn. Well defended there by Kayot. Outside shot.
And that there's that angle again. It's
Yep.
just that it seems to be the sweet spot for Bedford today.
And he had it. That one was just a little high. Tremblay had his stick up. He had that one covered, but yeah, he was on frame, just a little high. Here come the Bulldogs again with about 3 minutes left in the quarter. They're moving it around. Inside. I think that was an intended pass, but it made it all the way to Tremblay, who saves it. Now we're going to play field hockey.
Sweeping it forward here.
Yep.
And hard to get that pass off from the ground when you don't have a field hockey stick.
The first couple were good, but third time wasn't the charm there. Watch the stick check here. Yeah.
There it is.
There it is. And Bedford knocks it to take it back. And can't hold it. Gives the Merrimack D a chance to set. And again, here's where Bedford will use their advantage to both be patient and manage the clock until an errant pass. All right, Tremblay's got it. Short out. Back to Tremblay. Another short out. Vitry carries up.
Man, seen that a couple times now.
Picked off. Yep. This is Bennett Matthews. From the ground, passes back. Oh my goodness. He just worked that ball right up the middle.
And now we're going to see that ticker.
Got Tremblay on his knees in front of the goal. Couldn't do anything. Yeah, we're now to 10 points, so we've got a 12-2 Bulldogs lead over your Tomahawks with about a minute 23 left in the third quarter to play. And like you said, I think the clock will now start running time. It's probably after this face-off.
Yes. That would be my best guess anyway.
Yeah. So here come the Bulldogs. That was Ethan Kahn, I think, or I'm not sure who that was.
Called for tripping on that. I don't know what's going on.
I missed it. I was looking down for a number. Whoa, a lot of spins.
Yeah, spin move.
Still has
one
the
of
ball.
my favorite things in sports is the spin move.
Oh, we've now got a flag. Someone got hacked. Number 19, Brody Helton, serving the penalty. And Henry Tobin will take the ball up for Merrimack with under a minute in the quarter. Ball makes its way around. Back behind. Low shot.
Wide.
Merrimack not behind the net, so in this case, Bedford will get the ball back with just under 40 seconds.
Bummer.
Left to play in the quarter. He's carrying it up under some pressure. Takes a couple of checks. Bulldogs.
he definitely got me with that little fake pass there.
They seem comfortable to hold this to the end of the quarter.
Yeah.
Maybe get one last shot off, if that. Behind the back pass. Yeah, he seemed quite comfortable to just hold the ball until a second or two left, and that's when he tried the trick pass.
Tried the old razzle dazzle, you know.
Absolutely.
The low stakes razzle dazzle for the Bedford Bulldogs.
Yeah. What's the risk, right, at that point?
Yeah, with the 10-point lead, I get running clock here. The Merrimack Tomahawks have quite the steep slope to climb here if they're to try and come out on top. Just not looking like their game today, unfortunately, but we still got 12 minutes to go.
Well, anything can happen.
Anything can happen. High school sports, crazy things happen. Yeah. Professional sports, same thing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And we're hoping for it, right?
Yes,
we want it to happen. We want it to happen.
I always like a good close game.
Good close game. Not there yet.
Not quite.
But we'll see. I do give the Tomahawks credit. They're continuing to fight, continuing to push.
They are, yeah. It doesn't look like, I mean, their body language doesn't look like they've given up at this point.
No,
so it's good.
Not at all. Not at all.
Plus, such a good day for lacrosse. I mean, I'm a little chilly up here, but I mean, to be running around and get that nice breeze, kind of.
Oh, for the athletes.
Just a good day for lacrosse. Yeah. I can imagine the metal seats down on the bleachers there might be a little cold.
Yeah, I've got a view here of the fans right in front of me, and nobody seems uncomfortable. We've certainly had worse weather at the games, and
Yes.
so people seem to have dressed accordingly. Nothing has caught us by surprise. We had that one game this year where it seemed to be like a perfect 70-degree day, and then within 20 minutes, half an hour, it was 50 degrees, rainy, cold, windy. It was changed radically, like it can here in New England.
Classic New England weather.
Exactly.
Love it. Well, except when I'm on top of the press box, then I'm not as fond of it.
Yeah. No. Exactly.
Good thing I love the Tomahawks and NHIAA high school sports.
There we go. So we'll have for the final quarter, we'll have the Tomahawks going left to right, hoping to close this gap on the Bulldogs. For this face-off, it's contested, but it looks like Dylan Riccio from the Bulldogs took it down, makes his way.
He's got speed here.
Shoots it high. Bedford will retain possession, though. All right.
That's kind of a tricky pass. I don't know if it was intentional or not, but I'm impressed regardless.
Tricky pass to Bergen. Bergen fielded it, passed it up to Charette with the long stick, who couldn't bring down that pass. And so the Bulldogs have turned it over. Taken outside shot.
Unbelievable.
And that was, I'm trying to spot the number here, number 10? I can't quite see. He's sideways to me. Coming in.
Got a 19 and a 13.
19 probably. Brody Helton took that. No, 13. That was Bennett Matthews took that shot. Put them up 13-2. And we must be mistaken. Maybe it's just on the girls' side that the clock continues to run. We've got
perhaps
an 11-point difference here. And the clock stopped. And Bulldogs
once again
on that face-off. And once again, it's Dylan Riccio bringing it down. Got the Purnell brothers passing back and forth, send it out. And across. Shot blocked. In this case by Quinn Curran. So we've got a goalie change on the Tomahawk side. And they're calling that a goal.
All right, if they say so.
Yeah, I'm not close enough to say that actually went in. Seemed to be some question on the field about it.
Trust the officials. If anyone is out there listening and would like to, find out about officiating, they're always looking for officials. Go to NHIAA.org. Find out what that's all about. Game cannot happen without the officials, obviously. So if you're out there, you have any kind of inkling, you can just sort of check it out, see what it's all about. A lot of moving parts to make the sports happen here for the kids. So
absolutely. And of late, regardless of sport, officials are in high demand. There's fewer and fewer these days than there have been. All right. It's Rubin. I think that's the first time we've seen this sophomore attacker on the field, that I have. Little guy on the left side. Brooks Hardy. Seeing a whole lot of new names for the Bulldogs who look like they're going to their bench now, getting some playing time for folks who may not usually get it.
That's fun.
Which is great. The ball is up to Brooks Hardy. Off to Rubin. Out to the side to Parker Gupta.
These all sound like new names.
Well, new names.
All new.
New names. They're testing me. Just when I got the other ones
Correct
down.
our pronunciation on our Facebook page. Well,
yes.
let us know.
I apologize if I have mispronounced anybody's name. But there is a definite skill to that I do not yet fully possess to spotting the number on the field and retrieving the name. And then once you commit a few to memory, it gets easier. But when it's all new ones, that gets harder too.
Yeah, if you could do that right off the bat, Chris, I think you actually might be too powerful of a person. So
yeah.
it's a good thing you can't do that right away.
I'm not that guy. All right, ball's out of bounds. It'll be a Bulldog inbound. And up it comes. We got a one-on-one situation here. Peters Demetrio for Bedford liked his chances on that. Decided to take him on. Jacoby De Jesus. Oh, batted. Still recovered by the Bulldogs. Merrimack defense made a good attempt to break up that play. De Jesus. Over to Rubin. Over to Parker Gupta. Taken down.
Yowza.
With a stick check. No flag, no call. Refs.
And Merrimack finally coming up with a
Letting
ball
the boys
here.
play. We have a turnover. That was Landon LeBlanc came down with that ball. Passes it off here to Josh Kahn. Again, some new names on the Merrimack side as well. Both teams getting players minutes here. Jake Miller.
And you always love that opportunity for the players, despite the fact that it kind of comes at a cost.
Oh, sure. Yeah, absolutely. But it really is the only way to develop a player is to get them playing time minutes. Figure if practice is 50 or 65% of what you see in a game, right? The only real experience to develop is in a game.
Yes.
Okay. Back behind. I don't even know if I have a number for some of these guys. All right. Shea Bucalato, sorry. Passes off to Reed Guidish. And I don't have a 61 on my list.
Too big of a number.
I'm told his name is Swenson.
Okay, perfect.
Guidish. Merrimack possessing. Broken up. Sort of a hot potato that comes down. Potato. Patata.
Potato, patata.
All right. Bedford, some quick passing.
Wow.
Moves it around.
Bedford is so good at just striking so fast. So they're down there, and if they got the opportunity, they're taking it. And they're loving those angles all day long.
Absolutely.
Even Gupta, who's just joining us.
Well, the key
or whoever that, I'm not even sure who that was.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
no, I think it was Gupta. The key to that play, though, was just the quick release, right? The 1-2 passing was critical to making that happen. The Merrimack defense didn't really have time to set up on the transition, and it was open player to open player before they could react.
Yep, and that is how they get you.
That is how they get you. So the score is now 15-2. We've got a little over 4 minutes left to play in the game. And Bedford is attacking. Outside shot.
And a nice bouncer there by the Bulldogs.
Yeah, that was Parker Gupta. Gupta is a senior attack.
Oh, nice.
So with a running clock at 3.5 minutes, we'll take another face-off. Not much more in this 16-2 game that we're going to see. Probably about 3 minutes.
Nope.
Worth of total elapsed time. All right. Pass off.
And a nice save there by the Tomahawks keeper.
Nice save. That's Quinn Curran, senior goalkeeper. So the Tomahawks have a little more than 2.5 minutes to attack. Ball taken down by Chandrasekaran Samarth.
Chris, you're doing good work down there.
That was a tough one.
That was a tough one.
I'm just going to call him Samarth. We're on a first name basis. Ball's broken up. Contested. Attempted pass broken up. Peters Demetrio.
Spin move.
Got it. Passes a bounce pass up to Cam Santos. And now we have a battle.
And Merrimack's coming up with that one.
Merrimack comes up with it. Nicholas Romero. Can't be fielded.
All right. Little shovey-dovey.
We're getting a little scrappy. Oh. Ball is retained. He's locked up. The defense swarming. Desperation pass out. Makes it up to midfield. We've got some quick passing from Merrimack going on.
Man, I
and took a shot just wide left.
thought that was that bang pass shot that you were talking about, Chris. I thought it was going to happen there.
And it was, and then Samarth just put it just wide to the left.
I think it was because I was holding my breath.
Under a minute, a bouncer from Reed Guidish goes long. Going to be brought in by Merrimack with 37 seconds left on the clock. Let's see if they can get one last one here. It's Jake Miller on the outside there, getting some trouble from the Bedford long stick, who sends it down the sideline. Oh, saved from going out of bounds, but his save winds up in the stick of Merrimack with now just 12 seconds left, which then gets turned over. The Bulldogs have it with under 10. I think they're just going to want to hold it
off. Yep. Walk it off.
And that's our game. So at the end of 4 quarters, it is the Bedford Bulldogs 16, your Merrimack Tomahawks 2. Justin, it wasn't the game I had either hoped for nor predicted, but I'm glad that I was here to watch it and call it with you.
Yes.
So thank you for the opportunity.
Yes, thank you, Chris. We always enjoy having you. And we will, of course, see you on Wednesday with Lucas.
Yes.
And then the Friday as well. So it's we got a big week for lacrosse here. So thank you as always, Chris. We really appreciate you being here. We appreciate all our commentators. Little rough game today for Merrimack Tomahawks. They'll have a lot to talk about in the locker room, I'm sure. Of course, I want to thank Chris. I want to thank Grace back in the studio running the replays. I haven't even looked at the clock yet, so I'm not sure if she started School Board yet. You can always tune into School Board on the Merrimack TV app if you'd like that, starting at 6 o'clock. And, of course, I want to thank you for watching Merrimack TV, your community, your voice.